Welcome to Simply Heaven, the podcast where we tackle the biggest question of all time: what happens after I die? And more importantly, how do I get into heaven? Join us as we dive into what the Bible says, explore other perspectives from other religions, and share some wild personal stories along the way. This is a space for honest and real conversations for those looking for hope in this broken world. So grab a coffee, settle in, and join us as we uncover the truth together.
All right, welcome back. We're here at Simply Heaven. All right, Rick, we have a special guest. Rick is my cousin, first of all.
Special?
Special? Yeah, you're special.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you a little backstory.
Special in Steve terms, by the way. What is that?
We are all special.
I'm already off track.
I'm very excited.
This is why we're so close, by the way. I can sense it.
All right.
We might have to redo. Anyways, I want to tell you this, that if it wasn't for Rick and his family, I never would have went on a family vacation. Yeah, pretty much every year they took me to the beach. They wanted to leave without me, but I didn't let them.
Which beach? Where?
Ocean City. We went to Ocean City, Maryland. We stayed with your grandmother.
We would do Stone Harbor a lot.
Yes.
We did a lot of camping in Stone Harbor.
Yeah.
Good memories and, on a budget,
Yeah.
Great time together. And a lot of times Greg was locked in the trunk. But,
Yes.
Self-locked because then we didn't realize till we got there. But no, so we did that a lot. And we also spent a lot of time in Delaware.
Yeah.
Because outside
Rehoboth.
of Rehoboth, yep.
Yeah.
My grandmother and uncle had a place down there, so we
Yes.
would go down there a lot, get to do some crabbing, ride around on a golf cart, things that like a 15-year-old dreams of.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
Which were pretty traumatic for you, I would think, right?
Yeah, because I'm not a country person. I'm a city guy. I'm not. But it wasn't bad because they had like the house.
You already failed your one job.
Oh my God.
Steve's trying to talk, and then you're hogging the mic.
I'm in charge now. I'm in charge. Okay, so this is the question we always ask. We always ask the first.
Do you see what I put up with, Rick? I can't imagine how it was being his cousin.
Hey, listen, laughter is powerful.
It is.
So,
Yeah.
All right, so here's the first question we always ask every guest, and this is very important. You get to heaven, the pearly gates open. What's your walk-in music? It could be secular or non, but we will judge.
Oh man. That's a tough question. I feel like you should allow me to prep for this.
No, but that's the whole point. That's the point.
So what is my walk-up song?
All right, yours was Uptown Funk with Bruno Mars.
Nice.
It was quick. I made fun of it.
I feel like Stairway to Heaven would be the way to go. Like, I just feel like even though I'm there, like,
are you
got
on a
to the
staircase?
top. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Would you get up there and be like, wait, hold on. I know I'm supposed to go through, but can we redo this? Can we put the music on? And then do it, and then walk in, and be like, it would make more sense doing it this way, guys.
Because I am climbing. Wait, where are the stairs?
I think you float. You float.
You float up steps. Yeah.
I don't know. Jacob's ladder.
That's not what Led said, though.
And I feel like once I'm there, it's
We
still
talking about what the Bible says, Steve. What you talking about?
Hey, I'm just saying. He wrote a song about it. You want to hear it?
All right, that's
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
None of ours made sense.
No. Well, it all depends on what I'm hearing is that you're going to be slow strutting into heaven. See?
You got to have a little swag.
Oh, yeah. No.
Even when you walk
coming
in.
All right,
I'm coming in loud.
we knew that.
You know his song?
Mine is "Who We Be" by DMX.
Okay.
Coming in loud.
Jesus, say all the words. That's how.
Does
I
that
feel.
get bleeped or
No? You can say all the words.
Uncut
Jesus.
version.
Yes.
All right.
Are we good now? Can you hear me?
No.
No.
We are always a work in progress.
That may be your walk-in song because they may just like take your voice from you. That'll be "Can You Hear Me Now" in your mind, but
You know what? I mean, we are talking about heaven here, right? And that would be heaven.
I got somebody. Turn the heat off. If you don't know, it's about 50. It's 56 degrees
Out there, yes.
outside the door.
outside the door.
Luckily, the fireplace.
And by the way, outside the door is not outside. Outside the door is still his office right now. Still. Don't be confused by the temperature, people. It is an inside but outside feel.
All right. So, anyways, I want to get on topic. So, the reason why I wanted you to
I
come
moved the
in-
mic in the perfect spot that I would hear both of you guys without having to move it, and you move it back. This guy.
Well, this is why I'm in charge. Sometimes. I'll swing it back.
That wasn't working. That's why I had to do that.
Is it good now?
Is it better now?
I don't know. Just you're the engineer now. Just take
I'm
it.
taking it over. All right, but anyways, so people have a little background. What is it that you do for a living? And this is why I wanted to have you on.
So I am an instructional coach at a school district.
Yep.
The major focus on technology. So a lot of my work over the last couple of years has been researching artificial intelligence and how AI can be utilized in schools. But, obviously having my own passion of like AI in the world, just like any other type of technological device that, is presented to us, and how it can benefit us and the good and the bad of everything,
So do you want to start or do you want me to?
I'm not starting. You're still going.
That's why I got the mic. Listen. So this is some of the questions that I had. How do you see Christianity affected by AI, good and bad? Being that you are a believer.
How much time do we have?
Oh God.
No, I mean, I'm a concise person.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a business background. I like to be concise, but obviously we can get into some deep conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everything we've experienced as Christians over the years, even before our generation, right, has either been good or bad or both. Like everything has come along and presented goods and bads. From my research and everything that I read and think about, like, I feel like AI, I feel like we're okay with it. Okay. I was thinking about this earlier too. And as Christians, my feeling is that we have a really good moral and ethical compass. And although we're all sinners and a lot of us, don't always hold to that, and
right.
Thank God Jesus came for us to die for our sins and we can be forgiven for those. I feel like our compass as Christians gives us a really good advantage over, a lot of society who may be struggling with their own beliefs because of the power of AI. So, starting with the bads, I think a lot of the bads of AI is that it can come off so realistic and can pivot and change so quickly.
Right.
Whereas, we're having a conversation right here.
Yeah.
We can read these things. None of us have the intellectual intelligence of AI. So the random stuff that could be pulled out and presented to somebody, in order to steer them from a certain belief is really powerful and scary.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of, because it's pulling from a database of a million of our minds, and able to recall information way beyond any of us can. So that's really scary to me. Like it's scary to think about the stories that can be created. So I just read a book called Nexus. And a lot of it was about just storytelling in general, and information has always been passed on by stories, right? And the Bible, in essence, is a story. It's a story I firmly believe in,
right?
But some people argue that it's just a story. And AI's ability to create a religion or skew things and be able to give instantaneous feedback is scary to me for someone who may be a non-believer in those ways.
That's a great point. One of the things that you said was, it's an intelligence. It's drawing on a whole bunch of, data and all that. But do you consider artificial intelligence actual intelligence, or is it just doing that? It's just compiling. It's a large language model. That's what we're talking about. So it's just a large amount of data that can get regurgitated without empathy, it can fake it really well. You just tell it what you want it to hear. You know what you want to hear. But yeah, talk to me a little bit about that, because I think it's difficult not only for believers, it's difficult for all of us, because you think you're getting real
Answers.
Real facts and real emotional connection.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that scares me is like the emotional connection that children are mostly children, but it's not only kids.
Well, I mean,
get from it.
Well, they're just so fast with it. You know what I mean? With the chat GPT and everything, it's just boom. And then that could change. It changes on who, it takes all your information, if I'm correct, because like my wife
it takes
depending on
the
circumstances,
history from the chat that you have.
and it's just telling you what you want to hear, in a sense.
I mean, I would push back a little bit. I think, I think
that's fine.
Going back to the large language models. I mean, there's good and bad in that, and obviously there's hallucinations. Everybody knows that's real. And there's so many things with biases and so many things with everything that's occurring because of the model that it was fed. And the other scary thing is really there's only 7 models really in the world. And a lot of things are wrapper programs that are built around it. So like I don't want to say we're putting our faith, but all this stuff's being pulled out of like an open AI model, which a ton of people use in the background, and then you have a Gemini model through Google, and you have, a Perplexity model.
Anthropic.
You have Perplexity, and then you get into some Chinese companies, like DeepSeek and, and the couple others
You're
that
up
are
on
there.
this, aren't you? Yeah, this is
I love it.
Yeah, this is
I love it. So, so those language models are obviously skewed, and I think going back to what you said, like there is some, like it does want to appease people, and that's where the question is, like, are we at the turning point? Like, did it get to emotional intelligence yet? I would say no. I think most people would feel that it hasn't yet, and it's just a really good regurgitator of information because it can process.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying.
Because it can process very quickly. But I think you're also starting to see some moments where it does not do things that it doesn't feel is right. Like there are some stories out there where it's basically said, no, I'm not going to do that. Or, if you look at the back end of things, it actually has come up with some ideas that, might be contrary to what you want it to be. And I've had instances where I've searched for stuff and it's given me results that, maybe a different perspective than I would have had, which becomes another, positive, right? Like if you got a perspective that we have a lot of yes people right now who just want to agree with the person they're having a conversation with. And if you do get, the ability to have an intellectual discussion with something that, you might not be afraid to have that conversation with.
Yeah, one of those things is in talking to it and, in believing it is like the emotional intelligence that you're talking about. We feel it. It can be imitated, but then those safeguards that you're talking about, they're built in by the owners of the models. Yeah. So do we trust who's watching the watchers?
So it's kind of like, it's an Italian thing. Follow the money in a sense. Is that sort of correct?
Here give some new news, right? Or not new, but current headlines in AI. Elon Musk says, yeah, we can do AI sex bots. Why not?
Is that where we're going with this, Steve? I see how it is.
Well,
but no, like, I mean, you brought that up a little bit more, and what you were saying with, like, the relationship part, like, there's already apps out there on the phone that are, like, AI companion apps where you can download and you can, like, literally be having full-blown conversations with
pictures.
And picture, yeah.
You had to mention the picture.
Well, I'm just saying it's like
real.
that.
Like,
I mean, that's how deep
that's
it can
real.
get.
Yeah. And it's where, and you see where I was going to go with this from what you were saying was, because of the information that's coming from these language models and everything, the scary statistic right now is how many pastors of churches are using AI to not to revise their sermons, but to fully write out their sermons and create their sermon plans and to do everything. That's what scares me. Because now we're letting AI
I see where you're going
lead a church when that's supposed to be a pastor's job. Like, so, and I'll be the first one to say this though. I run a business. The fact that I've been able to be up until this point, so we're almost in November. So until about October, I've been able to run the business by myself, has only been through the help of using AI. AI helped me make my business plan. AI helped me writing drafts and prompts and helped me with some of my creative stuff. Now, I'm a firm believer, though, that I feel like God gave me creativity, but God also has given me resources to use to help build off of creativity. So I try to use my brain for creative stuff first, and then I might go to AI and be like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. Can you give me some references that are similar? And help it generate. And then what's funny is 90% of the time whenever it generates something, I'm like, I like that, but I like it this way better. And I'll run with it, and I'm still using my brain to work with it. And I think that's how biblically using AI would be good as a tool, is where you, right?
I would agree with you 100%. I think, one of the terms I hear a lot in education is like the AI sandwich. Like it has to be sandwiched between human aspects.
Yeah.
And I guess my argument to you about the pastor thing would be, if it's utilized correctly, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like to me, we say in education a lot, like our kids have had AI forever. It's their parents, right? Now, someone who may not have had a good parental support at home didn't have that when they were going through school. But then you think about a ton of kids who go home or went home previously, and they would go up to their mom or dad and they'd be like, hey, I got to do this, project. Can you help me with it? And the parent helped it. And the parent was like the AI for that. Right. So now the exciting part is AI can almost be, could bridge gaps and give everyone that person to help them with some things. So I think from the pastor standpoint, if it's used correctly, hopefully it's not running the church. Right, hopefully it's a way of them. Hopefully, like, how can I make my sermon more engaging on this topic?
Right, but that's not what
prompted correctly.
Yeah. What I'm saying, the statistic that I was afraid of wasn't how many pastors are using it for revision only. It's how many are using it solely as this is how, like, they're writing the full sermon, they're writing the full church, like doing all that.
You're basically saying their heart's not. They're not being led. They're being more of just
because that's not being led by the Spirit. Right, that's removing the Holy Spirit from the church.
Right, and that's what my wife and I have this conversation all the time because we both use AI a lot. Well, I do, and that's why I was like, I am so here for this, but.
And on time.
Well, I was late, so that helps.
No,
you're not Steve late.
No, you weren't Steve late. No.
What time did we say?
So we said at 2:30 because I got here a little bit early too. We had agreed on 3, mainly because Steve said he'd be here at 3.
What was that? Steve said what?
I said 3 is good. Is all I said.
Which
doesn't mean I'm going to be there at 3.
Which, Rick, if you send in a text, when we said, I asked the question, are we, what time are we meeting today? And Greg said, I'll be here all day.
Yeah, which I was.
We should record a pod before Rick gets here, and Rick's going to be getting here, I think, around 4. And then later on, he was like, no, 4:30. And then Steve replies, 3 is good. You would think that means Steve's going to come here at 3 o'clock, right?
I don't know why you think that.
It was actually Steve's AI assistant.
Yeah. Here we go.
So he's putting way too much trust.
Is your AI assistant the same race as you? Is that because I know that's a stereotype? I know that's.
How many AI assistants do you think I have?
Oh God. I was going to say 5. I was going to go 5.
So which one are we talking about? But no,
I have
none of them are Samuel Jackson.
I have a joke that's going in the group chat right now that I am not saying on the pod because I don't want to edit this out at all, but it has to be said. So anyway, long story short, so then Steve,
he was still on AI.
Yeah, so Greg and I made a bet.
Terminator come and take us
about
that's really the question
when Steve
I care
was going to
about.
actually show up.
Okay.
He said 3:15. I said 3:30. Steve said, and then came in here at 3:41. So,
by the way, my wife's party is at 2:00 on Saturday, not 5. So he gets there at 5.
My wife is also going to that party, so she won't let me
be late.
And this is obviously not being broadcasted before this weekend.
No, it's not. My wife won't listen anyways. She's like, I hear you enough. I don't care to listen to you in the car.
My wife hasn't listened. I don't think she has. I was like, oh yeah, here it is. She's like, okay, good.
By the way, thank you for that. Our wives they went to school together. That's how we became. I don't know how we met. We
all of our wives are best friends.
So here's something. Okay, going back to
let's go back to AI.
Yeah.
Here's one thing. It was a really cool article that came out, and it was frightening because you hear, I believe, the most alarming things from people who have been working with AI, and they're like, "This stuff is crazy." Okay, and this guy was saying, we have seen AIs who will act one way in a training in a training server, but then they act a different way when they're like outside, and they know some AIs try to break out, And but his thesis was one thing, talking about not just AI, but a super AI. That's a Terminator level.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And what he's saying is,
we
if
don't have one of those like buttons yet.
but what he said was in his
Terminator
article,
Fail safe button.
Yeah.
what he said in his article was, if anyone builds this super intelligence, we're all going to die.
Yes.
Anyone. China, Elon, doesn't matter who.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously been a lot about that, and there's been a whole bunch of instances where they've had to shut down models, and because of it going off the rail and basically trying to almost start to write itself in a way that it couldn't get shut down. Speaking to what you said, so we are at a point right now where it could potentially just be shut down. But if we get to that point where we don't, and speaking to what you said, like Zuckerberg, Musk, like all of them are speaking out saying like, listen, we need to get together on this. And, they've tried to have meetings in Britain to do it. And it just kind of falls flat.
Because there's too much money. There's too much money.
Too much money. Certain administrations who don't want it, and not just ours, but many, that are out there. And I mean, I guess the biggest hope I have is what you hear a lot of times is the relationship to like nuclear war. Right. Oh. And there's really no fail safe for nuclear war right now, right? Like nuclear war has been around for a while. There's tons of players that have nuclear warheads. If one of those is shot off, there's mass destruction. Like even if you counter it, we blow it up. We blow it up over the ocean, and we still don't know how many
someone
millions
still shot at us
are going to die.
That's
so we've now made it. What are we at? 60 years. I mean, how many years now, post nuclear warheads and we're still okay, and there's always still that fear, I guess. And
what if the computers
it could still happen? Or
like,
what if war games. Going back to war games, what if it goes off? Or what if it doesn't go off?
That's what I'm saying. Like we grew up through all this stuff, and now it's here. And so I think a lot of us are like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This could get crazy real quick.
Yeah.
And the computers weren't any more powerful in the 80s than the calculators that we have now, right?
No, I mean, cell phones are more powerful than the 90s computer.
Cell phones are more powerful. Like we put people on the moon with the power of an iPhone.
Yeah. And I think I think that's one of the things we forget is I mean, AI's been around for a while. Like you go back to Watson. Like Watson was a form of AI, that went through machine learning and got to a point. But now that we're on this precipice of quantum computing is where it becomes even more scary, because then it can run that much faster. It can get to a point, we're getting to that point where computers are cheap enough and easy enough to run super fast that anybody in their garage could now download OpenAI's open source and create an AI bot, in their garage that they can do whatever they want with.
No.
Do you have a question?
I mean, I was going to go on to, because I don't know how much this fully ties into, I mean, this isn't like the OpenAI AI stuff, but I think it was at the Chargers game this past week. They had, one of these AI companies just had, 15 AI full-blown humanoid robots walking out.
I didn't see that.
Right?
Yeah, actually 3 years ago, they had two, what was that big movie that came out, 2 years ago? They were at the Chargers game. They had two bots that were there as an advertisement. I can't remember what the movie was.
But we're getting to the point, and we're starting to see these videos coming out too of there are legitimate AI bots that you can't even tell the difference. I think they had one that was dressed up like President Trump or something like that. And you're looking at it and it's sitting in a chair and it's doing his mannerisms, and then the camera pans to the back and you see the back part of the head and it's a bot, and you're like, wait a minute. And it's from the whole front. And you're like, wait a minute. Because it's from the front, you think you're watching
you think it's really him.
It's a real person. It's really the person, and it's not. And now it's so now on top of all of the AI video creations that you can do now with that, I can't remember that software, what it's called.
Deepfakes, yes.
No, there's a new one.
Oh, I'm sure.
With what? I'm sorry?
The video stuff where you can just type in a prompt and it'll create a video. And it's famous right now because they're doing John Cena bits, John Cena pulling up to a gas station and stuff, and it's him freaking out on people, and it's this AI chat bot thing that people are
and there's a couple of them that
and they look realistic. I saw one today of it was like this dude like washing his car and a deer just like tackles him right into the car and the car like shifts and the deer's just like dead on the ground and then like the AI tag comes up after it. But like you're watching this full thing and I'm like, oh, this is a real video. And then I was like, oh, it's AI.
I didn't see a Chihuahua do a triple flip off a diving board.
No, you really seen that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was real. That was real. I had a Chihuahua. I'm here to attest that was all real.
Yeah, which again goes back to that good and bad, right? Like, so from a Christian standpoint, we now have the ability, like there's a site out there called Hey Gen that allows you to film your own video, and using AI, it'll automatically convert your lips and everything into different languages. So you think about as Christians, like we want to make Christianity accessible to everybody, right?
Right.
And where in the past it was really challenging, we needed to have someone who was, was bilingual in different languages and, would go live somewhere for all this time. Whereas now you can utilize things like that and like literally it changes your lips. So like that person who might be a Spanish speaker or, might be any language can now see your lips moving. It's you, hearing impaired. There's so many powerful things. And that's where like, the hope, the optimism as a Christian is that like we'll leverage a lot of those things and be able to control some of the not so good things.
No, my question, how long have you been in education for?
20, when I was in school too, or no, 27 years.
52 and a half years.
Working, okay.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is, so with that being said, then you would have went through the Y2K era, the social media boom.
Cell phones and
cell phones, right? Cell phones, and then coming up with like, I mean, there was Wikipedia when I was in school was like the big thing. So you've seen all of these trends. Is there anything different that you're seeing with how people are approaching AI, or is it kind of like the same thing where it's like at first everybody has
and
to
push back?
Does
it make people smarter?
Does it make people smarter? I think it makes information more accessible. I don't know if I would say it makes people smarter.
No, I agree. It makes you smarter.
Is it like the King Solomon? If you know everything, does it make you go mad? Because there's no answer. We can get any answer we want instantly.
But do you get? You can get any answer,
right? Because I get fact checked now. But I don't know if your kids probably did the same thing. Growing up, we would just be like, whatever mom and dad said. Oh, that's right. Now it's like, now it's like, no, you're wrong.
Both of our kids are smarter than I am, so like I feel like I got to fact check them. Just because the things that their understanding of information is beyond belief and their comprehension is incredible. And I want to attribute that to AI. But, as you're kind of alluding to, and I think what I said is like, I don't feel like it makes anyone smarter. It makes them more efficient with what they have. Like if you look at Gemini and they have a deep research aspect now where like it will create a research plan for you and it gives you all the sources. So like used by the right person, it's great. When not used by the right person, it's just as bad. Like they'll still, cheating's been around since the dawn of time. So kids are trying to cheat, and and the art of a good teacher is knowing that wasn't their student's work. Just like you would hope in Christianity, the art is that we can read through that and understand that maybe that wasn't coming from the right person or wasn't from a person in general. So
thing is it's like every tool that this is your job, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm doing
a
great job on, by the way.
Listen,
I couldn't do that.
No, they could.
He's got one that does.
I was gonna say I literally have the tools that can do that.
Automatically switch for you.
Yeah, literally. But no, the part that him and I were laughing at was to move the mic over. You whack it, and not only like do you whack it, you whack the microphone itself. So you just heard
That's a different kind of mic drop, just so you know.
Like any other part of that. I'm trying, all right. Just grab your 9-gallon Fiji water and just sip it.
I don't care what AI says. This is the greatest water on earth. Yes, no, we've been Fiji. Listen to me. I will come visit you.
I know the guy that was in the business that I showed you earlier today that I was doing like the audition thing for.
Yeah, can he give me a hookup?
He's from Fiji.
But does he have water?
They sell Fiji water from their store the whole time. Just so you know, like if you want a connection to get to Fiji, I got you.
I don't want to go to Fiji. I just want the water.
I'm going to actually support you. I really enjoy Fiji water.
Thank you.
I
It's
am
the
a little
greatest
disappointed
water.
in the microplastics, though. Like, I hope you're refilling.
I don't
that
care.
and not just constantly buying.
No, I just
your water
buy.
bottles
I
all
just
the time.
buy these. This is my.
He's got like 30 of them.
I do. They're just hidden all over the shop,
Just all
and I
over the
never
place.
finish them.
Yeah, and
And
know
they're
what?
like $15
We're
a
gonna
bottle
build a pipeline
of
Hear me
just
out.
Fiji water
of
to my
Fiji
house.
water from Fiji right to Greg's
It's
house.
in my house.
That way
Direct
we can
connect.
cut down on microplastics. We'll build the pipeline out of
I
microplastics.
still hold the intention that
Here, hang on.
Gregory Pasco, would you stop it?
Once a child,
I
always
want
a
to turn
child.
down your volume right now.
You already said it too late. Their ears are gone. They're deaf.
That's good AI for sure.
Yeah.
That's not at all. There's some good ASMR for you. Blown out eardrums. There we go.
But no, so one of the things that I have say, like when you talk about does it make people smarter? Does it is it used by the right person? Yes. I think it's like every tool that we have ever had, including computers and all that stuff. Word processors, our kids started using word processors and spell check and all that stuff. But you still have to know your stuff because it's a tool. And in the wrong hands, even a hammer can be a deadly tool, not a constructive tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's a tool and a source.
That's it.
like you would hope that, my hope is that people use it as a source, and just like anything else, if it doesn't make sense, you are, fact checking that source or you're going to a different source, like you brought up Wikipedia, like that was the whole thing, right? Teachers were like, oh my gosh, Wikipedia. And I think going back to what you said earlier, I think more now than ever, education is almost, I don't want to say ahead of the game, but they're almost like with the game in that they're trying to have conversations around it now and not ignoring it for 5 years. Like, oh, this is going to go away. Like, oh, look, the internet's here. It's not going to do anything for schools. Like, it's going to go away. Oh, cell phones are here. Like, that's not going to change education. Like, so I feel like in education, we're kind of there. Right. And I guess that's my wondering about churches too. Like, are we ignoring it? Are we on top of it? Are we having conversations around it? Are we having small group Bible studies, talking about the good and the bad, so where are we at with that? And I'll be honest, like I'm a member at West Long United Methodist Church, and I don't think we talk about it a lot.
I used to do a young adult group there.
Ah, very nice. Good.
You got too old.
Huh? You got too old or I got...
You did.
you did. No, you
Hey.
don't do it anymore.
Hey, it was 20s and 30s. I still would have made it. They just stopped doing it there. The pastor that they had there wasn't there anymore. But
So, like just like Reddit, just like, Y2K, just like all these other things, where we go. Now, what's scary about AI is it has a chance to be way beyond any of those things. And even as like a church community, how do we prepare for the amount of people that might be out of jobs? How do we prepare for like all these other things that could upend, life as we know it because of the automation that AI can provide with those things?
That's my day
Sorry.
job. That's actually my
Just
day
got
job.
gloom.
That's my
Okay.
day job.
All right.
Like
Well-
literally.
well, what I was going to say, though, is like I've heard that same thing because of so I do digital marketing. And I've had a lot of other businesses that are like, oh, well, isn't AI going to like take over your job soon anyway? And I'm like, no. Because if I don't acknowledge AI, then yeah, of course it will. Because any business can just go into ChatGPT and be like, okay, here, I need to. Huh?
You got to learn to adapt.
Exactly.
Utilize it to make
Exactly.
yourself relevant and on
So
top.
what I'm able to do right now is I've been through my own business using AI, practicing AI. I know there's going to be a part down the road where every business is going to be using AI because it's going to be more popular, everything. My business might expand to me being an AI consultant and more than a digital marketer because I've been using it. I've been practicing it. I'm now equipped with it using the softwares. So I don't think AI, and this is where I think more people need to rely on the Bible more, is in every major thing that's come up like AI, where it's like everybody's like, oh my gosh, we're going to lose so many jobs, or this is going to happen, that's going to happen. It's like, yeah, we might lose some of those like very low skill jobs that now businesses can save a lot more money on. But guess what? who's going to run those powerful machines that are coming in? We need higher intellect people to do that, or higher paying positions to manage that. So while it takes away some lower end jobs, it creates a higher end job, which only benefits society and the community.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not that much different than when the internet became a thing that everyone could use.
Exactly.
And I remember as our kids were growing up, it's like, no, don't let them go on the internet. And I'm like, what? But wait a minute. I mean, the internet, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you had to monitor it.
You have to monitor it. There are
Right.
definitely some potholes, some neighborhoods you don't want to go into.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
But if you
when you
use
start
it-
getting into the Greek alphabet, of websites,
So
I'm talking about
no
Omegle.
AIs in the bedroom, only in the living room.
Yeah, you have to be. I want to see who you're talking to. But yeah, I mean, going back to what do we as Christians do here? I think it's one of those funny things about the Bible as a 26, 7, whatever, a whole lot of years old, 100 years old, right?
I thought you were going to say it was only 26 years. I was like, wait a minute, Steve.
I
thought he was talking
a couple
about
zeros.
I thought he was talking about me for a second too, because he called my age out real quick. So I was like, all right.
But it's funny because I don't think Jesus's advice would be any different today than it was then. Follow me. Me and the Spirit. The world is going to be weird. Trust me. I've already lived through this world. And so I don't think his advice would be any different. And I think that is while this weirdness is happening.
Well, the same today as I am tomorrow.
That's right. While the world may change, he does not. And he's not going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I need to write a new book because AI is here. Here you go. New release, hot off the press.
Revelations 2.0.
What John could not see.
The Ark's like all digital now.
It's now a charger.
Yeah.
It's not.
Nice system in the back.
Yeah,
Some hydraulics.
Where are you putting the giraffes?
Makes it a little easier to close the
it doesn't have to be
doors.
that big. It'll just computer generate the
yes.
animals.
That's
you know,
AI
you don't
giraffes.
need to- Right.
Yeah,
Well, they
everybody
even have a shrink ray, so it just makes it easier to fit into a smaller boat.
Right.
yeah, seriously, for everybody that's like, oh, there's no way Noah's Ark was a thing. We can fit all the AI we want into a tiny little drive like this now.
Yeah.
All the animals. Yeah. So
Yep.
that's just what God did. There you go.
And then 3D print them.
Yeah, and then 3D print them. Yeah.
I mean, we have cell 3D printers, right?
That's
So
I'll tell you, thinking of when I said that's my day job, the whole it's new for me now in the semiconductor world. But what is huge is we are making these AIs even more capable by just stacking memory and speed in all these chips. And I'm like, wow. For example, just these memory chips, you could, as far as like data transfer between them and their things, 3 terabytes in a second, right? So that's the entire catalog of The Sopranos or whatever, downloaded in a second. Blunk. That fast.
I like The Sopranos.
I know. That's like 10
figured you would get your
seasons.
attention.
That's like but yeah, that's the thing. Like that much data speed and transfer, and it's not even out yet. We're just making it. And but when it does come out, it's going to be that much faster, that much more accessible, that much more tempting.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Yeah, and I mean, it continues to get that much faster to make it possible. And, with quantum computing coming, with supposedly it's there or whatever, but I guess that and the term is singularity, right? Like, when do we hit singularity? When you would test an AI bot and not be able to tell that they are based on the questions and their reactions, based on a humanistic reaction. And I don't think we're there yet. And anybody who claims they feel like they know where we're going or where we're not is obviously lying, because
Right, no.
The
as
ones
Christians,
who know,
I think we can agree probably there's only one person that really knows, right?
Yeah.
and the ones who say they know are lying, and the ones who probably do know are scared. And they're not, they're like, I don't know where it's gonna go, because that's really the only answer.
We don't know.
I don't know. I have seen them do things that nobody wanted and nobody programmed. So I don't know. But
yeah, I mean,
so just what I said earlier. Yes, this is weird. I don't know what's coming.
But something.
Well, this is what I said on the last one. I don't know what the day brings.
Yeah.
I don't know what the day brings, but I know who brings the day. And
But
that,
I mean-
that is my my piece.
And the question that I asked him about, like, going from Y2K, going into internet, cell phones, social media, and everything, is like, it's very easy to look at those major things that have changed societies as a whole. And it's always like the old church heads, I would call it, if we're gonna keep it biblical. That would be like, well, that's the demon. No, that's Satan himself, if I've ever seen it. Like, it's like, all right. Because we also know from reading
what's that? Look at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
They still, do you know why they don't scan it? Hobby Lobby, you know why they don't scan the Q card on the back?
Oh, because it's the mark.
They thought it was the mark of the beast. That's why they punch it in. The
barcode.
Yeah, the barcode.
The mark.
Yes, that's what they believe. That's why when you go there, it takes them 45
They
minutes
still
for
won't
4
scan.
items. And you're like, oh, come on. But that's what they believe in that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's...
But
That's-
but
that's an old head.
That's very similar. And I would say it's, when you read the Bible, you also know that all good gifts come from above. And you also learn a lot about the characters of who God is and who Lucifer and Satan and the fallen angels are. And you realize through the Bible that only God can create.
Right. True.
Satan cannot create anything. So if we have AI, you can say it's demonic all you want, but it'll only be manipulated
Right. Well, that's what he
from
does.
demonic forces to be demonic. So every good gift comes from above. So that means whenever there's a new invention, we have to look at it in the eyes of, okay, so this is a good gift. It's new. It's created, which means that it has to be coming from God through humans in some way, shape, or form. So we got to find the good from it. And if we're only seeing the bad, that means that we might need to look at ourselves first. And then we can look more, like we were talking about in the last one, about the speck out of our eye. Like, you got to look at that. Because
you need to make it virtuous, just like when you say in the when he says in the Bible,
I was talking about Steve. He's going to smack him.
capture every thought and make it obedient to God.
absolutely.
Because every thought, you got some weird thoughts. And there are creations that come out, but we as believers need to know how to make this stuff obedient to God so that we are obeying God in using them, because
Right.
it's very easy to not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. So I want to, we're going to start to wind down, but I do want to ask you, do you think it's good for youth to use it in a biblical sense, or no?
I mean, I think from a biblical sense, it's never good to ignore anything.
Right.
So if we don't have youth using it in a positive way, they're going to use it in a negative way.
And how would you?
So
and how
as
would you steer
Christians,
that
as a
ship?
church, I think we need. Well, first it has to be conversations. Like, as Christians, I think we model best being active parents, and just like we've always talked about, like we need active parents who are active in their kids' lives and having conversations with their kids and being present and not just. Second, as a parent, we say don't do something.
Right.
They're immediately going to go do it, and chances are they're going to be doing it in a bad way. So the more positive conversations we can have, the more modeling we can do, as parents and Christians, of modeling those proper uses that do tie back to, the biblical standards of trying to grow Christianity, trying to grow believers, trying to save people, right? Like how are we leveraging it in those good ways? And maybe it's that you're saving time and it gives you more time to volunteer and do something in your community.
I won't be doing that.
Doing on to the least of us, Like, how does it allow
time to do
us?
this? I will tell you that it really has. Like I do sales plans and account plans, and it's like what?
Well, I do them. I use them for emails. A lot of emails. That's how I kind of, because I want to make sure I'm writing it. You know what I mean? That fits what I'm trying
Make
to
this clean.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Hey, AI, how can I make this not sound like me? And that's
But it
Greg's
has
AI
helped
bot.
in a business sense for me because it's been like I want to ask you a question. Like I asked the scariest question you could ask as a business owner, and I put in all my information, and me and my wife sat down and we said, "Will this company survive? Or when do you see it end?" And it said, "No, your prospects look good. You should last at least the next." But we were both like, "Should we hit answer?" Because it is a scary thing. Like, am I going to be out of business in the next year?
But
quarter?
but
How much information did you give it to even come up with that answer? So.
Well, we gave it like our employee count, how much money we make, how many jobs we have, where we were.
I hope you didn't put all your employees' information in there.
I did.
Speaking from a father, I hope you didn't put your
here.
employees' information in.
I did. I gave him his social security.
Yeah, I was going to say he gave everything.
Everything. His address.
Rick, he needed to make sure it was accurate.
Yeah, I double checked. By the way, I'm the only one that can say his name properly that works here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And his son, ask what his son's name is. It's not that complicated. I have both my parents who work here. They call him, my dad calls him James. Son's name is not James. But do you call him James? What is your nickname for your son? By the way, his son's name is Jameson.
I call him Jameson.
Okay. I call him J Money.
Not shocking. Not shocking.
That's the.
I mean, one of his childhood friends nicknamed him JJ, so he goes by that at times. Right. But he definitely does not like Jamie.
I get that. Makes sense. Though,
I don't think he probably enjoys James, but he probably just tunes your dad out.
Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. My mother calls him that kid.
James, that kid.
She has no clue what his name is.
Ricky's son.
No, she didn't even call him that. Hey, when's that kid coming in? And I'm like, he comes in every Tuesday and Thursday. It's the same schedule. It's not that complicated. This is why I got to get AI to take over.
First thing I hear when I hear James singing.
Hold on, pause. It's a different spelling. Different spelling.
Oh, it's a different spelling.
J-A-Y-N-E-S.
Okay, I was like, wait,
didn't know.
that's Catholic whiskey.
I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word. I'm not going there.
You're as smooth as Catholic whiskey.
So.
No, nobody else is going to join in on that with me?
No, nobody's joining in.
I said, you're as smooth as Catholic whiskey. Nobody else joined in with that instead of Tennessee whiskey, Catholic whiskey? No?
That could be a good spoof.
Yeah, nobody's doing
use Sora to create a new song.
I was about to say, there's
there it is. There it is. There it is.
But yeah.
You and Ed Sheeran sing it together.
Ed Sheeran didn't sing the first one.
But he can.
Oh.
He will.
And we could easily make a video of him singing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The cat that comes in and body slams and does the John Cena. Triple Lindy. What is? You have no clue what a triple Lindy is, do you?
No.
That's okay. Yes.
Oh.
You still don't get it yet, do you?
No,
Tell me when it hits you.
No, it's not gonna.
What?
Yeah.
It's not. It
can't.
No, it's just it's way too.
It's way before you.
You might just need to go back to school.
Yes.
Rodney Dangerfield and
Back to School by
Back to
Rodney
School.
Dangerfield. It's okay.
he was. Oh man.
We'll watch that one day. We'll
Okay.
sit down and
All right.
do it as a group.
Don't forget, I'm the youth of this program.
Yes, I know. This is,
Do you like how I said program? Like,
yeah.
Because don't forget, even though I am young, I did grow up with old parents. So, program was what it was called, not program. It was program. Yeah. So
And this is why you're in charge
Very
of the
solid.
box.
Right.
This is why I'm in charge of the program.
He's
That's right.
producing this program right now.
He muted us a while ago.
Yeah, it's just been Rick and I talking.
All right, so I'm gonna finish up with that. Or I don't know where we're at. Time.
48 minutes.
All right, so
Not terrible.
well, no, and it's a deep topic. I think we
Yeah.
could probably, I don't even.
Yeah,
know,
it's like
scratch the surface.
it's like Deep Seek or something. I don't know.
That's a call up.
Connection. I don't think they're doing sponsorships. Just
No.
No, we're looking for Fiji water.
And we also somehow always end up with Popeye's chicken.
Yeah, that's
Somebody always
definitely-
references Popeye's chicken, then I always say, "Love that chicken from Popeye."
Yeah, we do.
So we might get sponsored. Popeyes might be the new Chick-fil-A as far as God's chicken. Once they
Yeah,
sponsor
did
us.
you ever have
And
the
turkey.
turkey.
turkey's
Yeah, there we go.
Fantastic. Did you ever eat the Popeye's
I
turkey?
have not.
Listen, you live with a lot of white
See,
folks.
this is what
just
I'm
tell them
talking
it's
about.
Chick-fil-A. They'll love it.
You need to order it like right now. Like
Yeah.
you gotta get up there and order one,
Okay.
and have it ready.
Yeah, it comes
Actually,
with
whatever you want.
mine came with an apron.
You got that large of a quantity that came?
No,
with
I
an
got
apron, or
the
just-
Popeye's turkey, and it came in a box.
Oh, you got a whole turkey.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it came with an apron.
Okay, we are going too far.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. So this is the last question that I have, unless you just have anything else. And if you want to add anything, you could do that. But anyways, this is how I always end the question. So if I'm walking down the street and say we weren't related, and I walked up to you and you were wearing a Christian shirt, and I would say to you, "Hey, how do you get into heaven?" What would be your answer? You could use AI for this, by the way.
Yeah. No, I mean, put your heart and trust in Jesus, and turn to Him at whatever moment you need to. Hopefully sooner the better.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That is what we've been saying. I mean, it's what do we say about it? We call it simply heaven because it is simple.
Yeah.
That's all you do, but it's not easy because you first have to realize you are not Lord of your life. For me, that was the turning point, and that I think that's a turning point for a lot of people. Is this isn't your show?
Technically. This one is.
No, this is also Jesus' show. This is
And the step in between you and Jesus, I'm sorry, but who has control of the power button? That would be me. Just saying.
Now.
He pays for everything, so we need to keep him around.
That's why I'm trying to get this Fiji sponsorship.
Yeah, I get it. All I'm for is pushing the buttons and not your buttons,
He
special
doesn't really do much.
No, I am always just a guest host. You never know when I might actually be here.
And here's what's fun. We have had a few episodes. Normally, when we have guests, it's always been the weeks that Steve just decides to go on vacation.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a special
One of very. And it's funny because normally when we would have the episodes without Steve with the guests, we always treated it like it was like the guest's audition because we're like, we don't know if Steve's ever going to come back. So so
you're saying I might get a call back.
You might get a call back. Exactly.
Yeah. Steve won't be here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
He'll think it's 3. He'll actually be 5.
You see, he's just minutes late now, but it keeps getting longer.
Get to be days
It's gonna
late.
be days late. So he'll be showing up to the shop on a Tuesday, and then.
But no, see, I won't do that because I won't come when there's people in here. That's too distracting.
Well, normally there's always people in here. Just not on a Monday.
Hence.
And it's Monday schedule.
Right, which is why he'll walk up to the door, see there's people, and he'll be like, "What
day is it again?"
It's not Monday."
Is it a Monday?
What would really be fun is if we prank him one day and you have everybody in here working,
And it's a Monday.
and it's a Monday.
See, you don't know.
Well, I can bring Jameson.
That's when you'll find Steve just get real quiet. It happens every once in a while.
Really?
He's laughing. I'm going to say that is enough. I find that hard to believe. Yeah.
We used to get like.
Hey, that's a puma behind you, but we might as well make it a cheetah because you're cheating on that answer, buddy.
Wait a minute. Where are we going?
We're not going anywhere. All right, so I'm going to wrap up if that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
My
and
pleasure.
I think we have to do part 2 eventually.
I would be happy to because I would like to see what's happening with what is our church? What are our churches doing? I never asked my pastor.
No.
Yeah. Get him in here.
By the way, where are you going on vacation or traveling? For those that don't know, he's been everywhere. Where haven't you been and explored the world? I think because you've been everywhere.
I have 9 states that I need to get to yet.
Holy smokes!
I've got like 40.
Yeah, I got
40 done.
No,
40 to
I
go.
need to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've been to a lot of places too, though.
Yeah, but it's even though I've been in Western Europe and stuff like
Right.
that. But
Yeah.
even that, not a lot. Not Eastern Europe. Not there's a lot of places to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But you're always going somewhere and traveling.
I've been very blessed.
Yeah.
Provided opportunities to get to different parts of the world. Yeah. And I say world, but mostly United States, some
Right.
islands, some Europe. I'll be checking Dominican Republic off.
That's where it is.
Next week.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I knew you were leaving for something. So, anyways, well, God bless you. Thank you for coming on, and know that I love you and your family. It's they've always been good to me. So, all right, you want to end? He always ends with his little mantra.
All right.
I'm trying to do my job here.
Thank you, Rick, so much for joining us. And thank you all who are listening. And we are going to close out as we always do. And remember, love God, love people, and do something. Thank you.
Until next time.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Simply Heaven. We hope this discussion has sparked your curiosity and provided some comfort in this often confusing world. Remember, this podcast is all about honest and real conversations, and we encourage you to reflect on your own beliefs and experiences. If you enjoyed our chat, please consider sharing it with a friend or leaving us a review. It helps us reach more people seeking hope and understanding. We'd love to hear your thoughts or stories, so don't hesitate to reach out to us on social media. And remember, the journey to understanding is just as important as the destination. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next week on Simply Heaven.